Hey everybody, it's Brad with the Big Family Homestead, and I figured today I'll give you guys just a little bit of an update on stuff that's been going on. As you know, we had some interesting issues with somebody calling the zoning department, and we have to get rid of our animals. And we were pretty bitter about it at first, and wanted to share with you that we've got a different attitude about it now. And I wanted to tell you why and how we came to that conclusion. And so I'm going to show you a few things here that, well, kind of a bummer. Although this dogwood tree is beautiful. I love that dogwood tree. Beautiful. When we found out that we were not going to be able to keep our cow and our goats and our chickens, we were pretty much angry at first, to be telling the honest truth. And then over the course of the next 24 hours, we came to realize something. And that is that, hold on, I gotta latch the gate back here. It's hard to do with one hand. We came to the realization that we have been needing, and we know that we've been needing more property to do what it is we feel we're called to do. And that is to provide enough food for my family, but not just my family. We want to teach others how to do the sustainable lifestyle and grow as much as you can. And we want to be able to have a place for people to come and learn. We want to teach people how to do these things. And so with that, 1 acre here is not going to cut it, even though we've done a lot with 1 acre, a ton with 1 acre. And we kind of came to the conclusion that, like, we know we've been called to do this, and we've been called for quite a while, but I guess we started getting a little too comfortable. Stuff was getting a little too easy, and we kind of got into a, I don't know if I would call it, I guess, a lull or a lack of urgency. Hey, look at these guys. What's going on there, kids? Get it, kids? What's going on, kids? And so, hey there, Sweet Pea. And so we kind of got lulled into a complacent attitude, I'll say. And when we realized, okay, the animals got to go, it was rough, but it was also a bump. It was a bump in the right direction. And we honestly feel, hey, look at these guys. They're just the cutest. And we honestly feel like it was a bump in the right direction because it's got us up and fired up and ready to rock and roll and find that new place wherever that may be. And so I wanted to share with you how it was so cool how God worked this out, okay? We were freaking out on what to do, but then when we had, calmed down and realized these guys need a home, and we got to figure out what to do with the cow. Well, when we decided and realized, okay, we're going to have to deal with this, whether we like it or not, and within 1 hour, I kid you not, guys, we posted Harriet the cow on Craigslist, and within 1 hour, she was bought and paid for. But what's super cool about it is that it was a family who has 7 kids, and they needed the cow for milk just the same way we do. And I'll tell you about that later. So don't be thinking that we don't have a plan for Grace. We got a plan for Grace. But within that 1 hour also, a viewer, a friend of the channel, a friend of the family said, hey, I'll take and watch your goats for you until you can get them back. And so she keeps horses, and it's an awesome situation, and it was just, boom, worked out just like that. And these guys here have a place to go. And we don't have to get rid of our goats because we really want to keep the goats. And so that was boom, done. And then another cool thing is that when we were actually talking with the gentleman about the cow, he said, you know what, you don't happen to know anybody with chickens? Thank you, God. He took all of our birds and the cow, and it was poof, problem solved. So right now we are, look over here, it's messy, it's muddy, and that ain't mud. We're starting to get the place back in a shape that we're going to be able to put it on the market and look for a bigger piece of land that we can do the things that we believe God's been telling us to get off our lazy butts and do it. And so there are some bummer things like the garden. We're really not going to plan to plant the garden because we don't plan to live here very much longer. And as you can see over here, there's Jonathan, sub-turbo, and there's Caleb, turbo. And of course there's Hopi, turbo. And then there's Zeus. Zeus. And we're starting to just go through things and get it ready to rock and roll. And we're looking for a new place. And look at that chicken coop, boy oh boy. That's cleaner than it's been in quite a while. Look out, Zeus. Yeah. And the doors are broken because of Zeus. You silly, wascally goat. And so we're getting everything ready to go. Right?
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite thing about cleaning chicken coops?
Cleaning the chicken coop.
I don't think we understand that. What's your favorite thing about cleaning chicken coops there, Jonathan? Nothing. Nothing at all. I know Zeus likes to get into the chicken feed. Yeah, I don't want to talk about it right now. So, that's where we're at. And honestly, it's a place of, I would say, renewed purpose and renewed excitement about what's ahead. And we're going to bring you guys along on the journey. And also, we're super grateful for you guys. There's so many of you guys who have reached out and well wishes and prayers and encouragement. And I got to tell you what, no kidding, it has been absolutely integral in getting us to the place mentally where we're ready to move ahead. And so for that, we are very grateful. We're very thankful. And especially for those of you who've reached out and well, blessed our family. Thank you. It's been an interesting few days, but you guys have been there with us, and well, we hope that you will be in the near future and in the extended future, because we're on a mission, and hopefully you'll come with us. Oh, I know what I was going to tell you. I almost forgot. For those of you who live in the Ohio tri-state area, the Kentucky, Indiana, like the Cincinnati corner, be watching our channel, because in the near future, and I mean near future, like few weeks, maybe a month at max, we're gonna put together a get-together at Caesars Creek Park. And we wanna invite anybody who wants to come. We're gonna do like a potluck thing and hang out. We'll bring some guitars, we'll bring some fun stuff. We'll be able to share our knowledge and who does what in what homestead areas. And we want to make sure that you're invited. I will get you the details very soon, because we're trying to get a pavilion reserved, and we'll figure out some way that you guys can RSVP. But this is gonna be a blast. Oh my gosh. I mean, just take a look at Jonathan. He's practically coming out of his skin with excitement. And those boots, man. You've ruined your boots, bro. He ruined his boots. I don't know what. So, with all that said, we bid you adieu. Parting is such sweet and sour. Yada yada yippee skippy. You guys have an awesome and amazing day. Caleb, why don't you tell us the final words of encouragement? What do you got there, Turbo?
Have an awesome, great day. See you later, dude.
Wow. I guess he's learned a few things from his old man. All right, you guys have an amazing day. Bye. And a quick word on Grace's situation and how we're going to deal with the food situation, having no cow and no goats around in the very near future. Well, the plan is actually an old plan, and we have in the past had a mix of different fruits and vegetables and even meats that we would grind up in our, it's like a ninja blender kind of thing, but it really liquefies whatever it is that you want to put in there. This blender is crazy. You could probably make liquid BBs if you wanted to, but we've got a nutritionist that we're working with to get her exactly the right amount of all the nutrients and vitamins and minerals. And actually, it's going to be kind of cool that we're using the Thrive Life products because if you guys don't know, we've been selling them and it's been great. But it's perfect for her too because they're already freeze dried, and we just have to blend them up in the old, grinder thingamabobber, blender doohickey, and then we rehydrate them, and we can put it to the exact consistency that we need, and it's going to work out great for her until we can get our goats and a cow back into the situation. And so there's a plan for that. And also, before we leave too, I wanted to just make a quick mention that this video has been made in part by the good folks over at barngeek.com, and they have some amazing plans for barns. They have kits and guys, check this stuff out. They're amazingly well built and just cool barns. And they have actually a super deal going on, and there will be a link down below for you to cash in on this deal. But basically, he's made it so that you can get one of the barn plans for only $7. And if you've tried to build a barn or know about it, it's a lot more money than that. And these guys are just awesome salt of the earth people. So check them out over there at barngeek.com. And with that, guys, I hope you guys have an amazingly awesome, blessed day. Bye-bye.